Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and let's see, I've been quarantined for 11 days? 12 days? I don't know. I've lost track. I guess that's a sign of being quarantined when you lose track of how many days you've been stuck home. It hasn't been too bad. Been cooking a lot more. But today, last night, if you watched yesterday's vlog, or the vlog that went up when I filmed it yesterday, vlogging and editing, I can vlog. Editing is proving to be challenging because I need to start staining and doing the cabinets and watching kiddos. Right?
Mommy.
Yes, sweetheart? I will help you comb your hair. We're almost done. Can you say good morning to everybody?
Good morning.
Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I said we can help sand the cabinet.
Okay, we'll get you some sandpaper and we'll get you going. Okay? So this morning, yesterday's vlog, I made this. And last night, this morning it finished at 12:30 in the morning. Oh, good morning. You are not dressed yet. How are you this morning?
I am dressed.
Oh, you just put your warm bathrobe on. Well, aren't you a smarty? Okay, so last night I made that one had some issues. Yes, it did. But that's all right. It's all gonna taste
nice.
It's all gonna taste good at the end. Hopefully. I have the 2 loaves of cinnamon raisin bread. We're gonna do that for breakfast this morning, along with some scrambled eggs. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get. Do you want to see the scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna pick her. Yeah, I think she probably wants. Mommy, don't touch. Hot pan. Hot pan. All right, girls, let's set the table and we can eat.
That one had an issue.
I bet it's gonna still taste really good, folks.
With this one, I want the egg one. We're not cutting into the sauce yet.
Okay, where'd the swirls go? Where did all the... It's like all the good stuff came out of it.
Yep.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
It is supposed to happen. Oh, now that's a
Are we getting into the swirls
Yes,
now?
we are.
Uh-oh. Whoop, whoop. Almost lost the camera. Whoop. And we almost lost the bread. Working on school, and today is the day that my BJ's order came in. I don't usually order from BJ's, but they had a code where I could have them shop for free, and I thought, you know, I'm going to take advantage of it just because we are on lockdown and we're trying to keep our distance from everybody. This is just really a convenient thing. So I'll show you a few of the things that we got. Milk was $2.99 a gallon. There was a limit of 2, so I got every bit that I could get on that. And then I picked up Worcestershire sauce. Just not that I use a lot of this, but considering we have steaks and grilling and things like that, so I went ahead and had them pick that up because, again, I don't think Aldi has this, and I just wanted to have it on hand. Needed a big thing of garlic. That should keep me busy for a little while. Picked up some shredded cheese, some soy sauce, and the scoop on the cheese is I ordered this a week ago before I knew I could get the bulk food, and when I put this order in, they said they were actually running low on a lot of the things I ordered, and they weren't sure they were going to be able to fulfill it. So I went ahead and ordered the other cheese yesterday because I didn't know if I could get this. Cheese isn't going to go bad. I can throw it right in the freezer. It's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. In fact, the date on this is all the way good until July 14th. That's just refrigerated. Not worried about it. We're going to go through it. So I wasn't going to say anything about that. And then they didn't have the Bankin & Jersey brand of dish soap. That it was actually clearance for I think it was $3.96. So I ended up substituting it for this. You guys know Gracie. You're in view of it. Your ears. Step back, sweetheart. Okay. Thank you. We wash all of our dishes by hand, so definitely don't want to run out of that. And then we also combined the order with my parents, so my parents got some things. Again, trying to help keep them out of the public realm as well. Stuff is just by the door. I'm just getting it settled. These guys here were almost the same price as Walmart. Again, I don't know when I'm going to get to Walmart anytime soon, but they worked out that if you bought these guys, and then Charity loves the Lipton tea, I had a $5 coupon off on top of it. So these worked out to be right around $3 a bottle, and these are really the bigger bottles. So I went ahead and got those. That should last us probably 6 months. He texted me and said this was all he had for tomato sauce. And I said, go ahead and get it, because again, I was trying to stay out of Aldi and all those places. And all my mom's stuff is out on the porch. They're gonna run down and grab it. So it was a win-win trip for us. My order came to right around $80. I did get 2 things of ice cream because we are hoping to do Grace's and Peter's birthday, which are in the month of March, but because we can't get together right now, yeah, we got tea. Because we can't get together, we're just not celebrating as our usual family celebration, but I know that's going to get lifted at some point, so I wanted to have ice cream. And we've been working on school. First we did some music this morning, and this book I picked up from Becca. If you guys know how to play the piano, these are pretty easy songs. It's called Songs We Enjoy, and these are divided out by months. So January, February, actually I think it starts in September. See, here it is, September. These are the songs to learn. October, and it's all broken down. In February, the ones we really liked were Young Abe Lincoln, and then the February birthdays, which was President, it was George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. So for March, we ended up we actually sang all of those. They were fun. The one the kids loved the most, Old MacDonald, they actually acted out all of the parts there. So that was a lot of fun, and we did that first thing this morning. I did not get that on camera. We were just so involved with that. And then today in the mail, CBD came. Those of you who are now homeschooling, more out of necessity than desire, this is a great catalog. If you haven't checked it out, has so many resources for homeschooling. You have secular, you have Christian, just depending on what you're looking for, you should be able to find it. So don't let the name of it, Christian book, limit you because you think it doesn't have secular. It does have secular materials in there. It's a well-rounded resource for all homeschoolers, everything you could possibly imagine. I'll be using this for planning out our 2021 homeschool year. And it's very nicely broken down by the different brands and things. If you guys have any questions, if you're trying to plan out for schooling, whether it be just for a few more months this year, if you want references for further years, let me know. I've used some of this. I haven't used it all. Becca is what we originally started out with. In fact, that's what Grace is doing right now. So Becca.
No, this is what Grace is doing as well.
That's right. That's what Grace is doing right now. Social Studies K-5. But this is a great resource just to inspire. If you're looking for resources, like you look at CBD, Christian book, and you see something that you're interested in, you want to know more, my favorite resource is YouTube. Not necessarily that I have a lot of reviews, but there are a lot of channels out there that have curriculum reviews on it. It's great to go in, take a look at it, and just get a better feel for it, since you know, a lot of times I don't like to order the books until I've gotten to see them a little bit. So YouTube is a great resource for that. And Grace is doing this book, and today we were working on learning about what a veterinarian is. So you colored that. I like what you did, Grace. It's very nice. What do you want to do?
I want to do a next one.
You want to do another coloring picture, or you want to watch another little video?
I want to watch another video.
Okay, let me see what I can find.
Okay.
Let's read this. I can help take care of my pet. Who's our pet? Thumper. I can keep my pet clean. Well, we can't wash rabbits. That would really hurt them. So you can keep them by brushing them. Charity brushes Thumper. I can make sure my pet gets lots of exercise. Well, we have no problems with that because we let Thumper run around. And I can feed my pet. Yeah, well, we do that too.
All of our staff takes care of all of the animals here at the zoo, and we're so excited to show you a little bit of what we do here.
Oh boy, it's already made it to dinner time. I didn't vlog anything this afternoon. Here, Peter, could you put this in, please? Careful. It's, 6 o'clock. Can you believe that? anyways, I took a few minutes to actually sit on the couch, cuddle, and actually I fell asleep, which felt good. Art was working on some editing. So now I'm working on dinner, and we're doing pork fried rice. Yesterday I cooked up a Boston, but did I vlog yesterday, Art? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Anyways, I cooked a Boston butt roast, and we had that yesterday. So that's what, 10 meals there. And then I'm finishing it up. This is just the bone left. I took the meat off of that, chopped it up, and we're gonna do pork fried rice. Figured I had leftover rice, add the pork. It's really easy. Took a couple carrots, just chopped them up. Gonna do some garlic, probably some peas, but we're just in the process of making this all up. It's a great leftover dish. I cleaned out the refrigerator, and then I'm thinking I will do some type of soup with what's on here, or I might throw it in with some spaghetti sauce. I'm not sure yet. So here's dinner. My mom stopped over, brought us some amadama bread, which is from my grandmother's recipe. And then pork fried rice, salad, apples, squash, and a few leftover pickled onions for those who care to have pickled onions. We're back from our walk, and I need to do my sourdough tonight.
Peter and I are making a snack.
You guys are making a snack. I'm going to go ahead and actually write this recipe up for you guys. So if you are doing the sourdough with me, I've been posting on Facebook and Instagram. You guys can actually check this out. I also created a Pinterest board with all kinds of sourdough recipes, not just mine, but ones that I found that looked interesting. Just a great way to use your sourdough starter. A lot of you guys have been asking me about when you take the half a cup from your starter to discard. Can you use it for all these recipes? Absolutely. That's what I'm using for all these recipes. The stuff that I'm discarding is what I'm cooking with. Now, because we're our family size, I'm making more than what you guys probably need, but the concept is still the same. You can do a half a cup of water, half a cup of flour every night, stir it up, you're good to go. The next day you can use either half a cup or a cup of your starter and use that for your recipe. So in this case, my recipe tonight, it's the same one that I used to make the, what did I make? Cinnamon raisin bread yesterday. And I'm going to be doing Peter, you are making a serious mess. You cleaning it up, please. I'm going to be doubling this batch so I don't have to do bread tomorrow, just because it's making bread or something every single day isn't hard, but it's time consuming. And I'm foreseeing that tomorrow I'm going to start staining the wood and start finishing the island. So I want to have a couple extra loaves of the sourdough bread in my pocket. So it's easy. I can just tell kids, you know, make peanut butter and jelly, make tuna fish sandwiches, grilled cheese. You can do lots of different things with bread, but you have to have the bread. So I thought I'm going to make a double batch tonight, which is the equivalent of 12 cups of flour, or it should be 3 of those really long loaf pans. I'm thinking that should be 2 to 3 days worth of sourdough bread for lunches, and I should be good to go. And this is the same recipe that you use for the cinnamon raisin bread or the sticky buns. I'll put all these recipes on parsnipsandparsimony.com. You can check them out there, print them out. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, email me. All that information is down in the description below, and I'm happy to work with you. Because we used commercial yeast, just a pinch of it to get this started, there's not that 14-day or 10-day, 14-day waiting period trying to capture wild yeast. This is already ready to go, which I like. I know it's not authentic sourdough, but it gets me going in this time. The other thing is I was able to get some yeast from one of our friends, so the sourdough isn't quite as big of a deal anymore. However, I absolutely love the flavor, and it's really good for you. So win-win situation here. I'm gonna get this cooking. Super easy, throw it in the bowl, we're gonna mix it up and let it rest all night. I think we're almost done, Peter. This is hard work.
Lots of kneading.
Yes, lots.
The kneading out of the bowl.
Great. Okay, Pete.
Is that good?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Scrape down the sides.
Now Mommy's mixing.
Oh, we got the aerial view, right, Pete?
Yep, aerial view.
Not drone footage, though.
There goes
There
the
you
drone.
go.
The drone's leaving.
Zoom in view. Now overhead view.
I don't know. Do you think it needs more flour? Probably does. I might just have to actually knead it. Old-fashioned way of kneading it.
Not stirring it.
Well, it's hard when you make a big, giant batch. It takes a lot more muscles. You need a Hobart mixer. A big commercial
You
mixer.
got an option to mix or buy one at an auction.
Yes, I did.
Didn't you, Mom?
But do you know it was freestanding? I mean, that sucker was like this big. The
How big
bowl
was it?
was like this big.
Wow, that's
It's
tough.
like my chest freezer, and it required, is it 220? It required more voltage than just a regular outlet. That thing was a workhorse, but I'm like, where am I going to put that in my house?
That was like 1,100.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I could just have 2 regular KitchenAid mixers and have them go at the same time. This is too much for my KitchenAid, though.
Yeah.
Way too much. My KitchenAid couldn't handle 12 cups of flour.
KitchenAid would die.
We don't want to kill the KitchenAid. I already killed one bread machine. I don't need to kill a KitchenAid, too.
That would be bad.
I would be so sad. Daddy would be so sad, and you guys would be really sad because I do a lot with my KitchenAid mixer. All right, that's done. Enough for tonight. Just gonna cover that. I'm gonna leave it open a little bit so it can breathe. And tomorrow is a new day. We'll shape it, put it in loaf pans, and bake it. And with that, I am going to end today's vlog. I hope you guys are all healthy and well and thriving, not just surviving during our quarantine. And we'll see you for our next video. Good night.